you take 6 points of poison damage.
On top of that 5?
That's right.
That's with the saving throw?
That's correct.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm 1 point from death. That's what I get for walking into rooms.
I seem to remember this happened last time.
Yes, it did. When I walked into a room.
I know that we ventured east from the village of Hommlet, following the road along the river Velverdiva to a moat house that was at the fork of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this very, very dilapidated ruin, but there was the remnants of a drawbridge, and it was down. And so we foolhardily decided to venture across said drawbridge, where we were attacked by frogs.
By frogs. Frogs.
So,
Giant frogs.
We stomped on them. Oh yeah, they were giant. We didn't stomp on them.
They were beefy.
Yes, and they were ridiculously difficult, considering they were the first thing we came across. So it bodes really well. Then we went inside and we had a poke around, and it was very dusty and abandoned, and there really wasn't much going on. I think we got attacked by a spider then.
There was a tower that we went
Yeah, the spider.
Yeah, we
There's
went in a tower.
spider on my head.
Yeah,
Yep,
spider
it was
very
like-
nearly killed Jesker, Rob's character.
So it was very much a ruin, and we ventured in a bit further and came upon.
There was a barricade.
Oh,
and then
There was a barricade, and go ahead, Rob.
all right. So an important thing outside, there are these incredibly lifelike statues with expressions of people, and like inspecting them, we thought they were not sculpted statues, but somehow petrified people.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go, Colin.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. That was important. And then we ventured into a chamber. I believe it was fairly large. And in the one corner of the chamber, there was a very large lizard-like creature.
Okay.
And then one of us foolishly woke it up. I believe it was me.
I was going to say it was probably you, wasn't it? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I believe it was me. It was not me. It was a wizard by the name of Franklin Hatpin, who I'm playing in this game
Yes.
of Dungeons and Dragons.
and we skedaddled.
We've been beaten up pretty good, and we put together the petrified humans, lizard. We figured it was a basilisk that could turn us to stone. We decided it was time to go back to town and recover.
I will add that I did not figure that out at all. It never even occurred to me.
I didn't either.
No, oh good. I'm glad I'm not alone in my stupidity.
No.
Okay.
Come on, people turn to stone. A big lizard.
I was thinking
Do I need a roadmap?
Much to my dismay and disgruntlement, we agreed to leave and go back to town and get mirrors and rest up. Apparently, like big weenies. Okay, I don't believe we're missing anything else. I believe that was it.
We did get some gold, or I'm sorry, we got silver and copper.
Some cash, yeah.
Yeah, we got a
an
bunch of
ivory
cash.
box.
Oh yeah, we got an ivory box, which I believe my wizard has.
That is correct.
Yes, he does. He has an ivory box. I've got it written there. It's
Worth
empty.
tens of gold pieces.
Yes.
And so,
Okay.
yeah, I guess we just were going to go back and rest
Garrett,
up.
did you want to introduce Alaric, since you're going to be running Alaric tonight?
Yes, Alaric introduced themselves to us whilst we were having morning pleasantries and foods. Alaric is a dragonborn
Okay.
and wanted to assist us in going to the moat house and had some information about the statues and really just kind of wanted to jump in with us. Very
Okay.
eager to jump in with us.
A little too eager, would we
A
say?
little too eager, yeah.
Too eager?
Definitely a thief. They made
Oh, he's a
themselves
thief.
known that they were a thief
Mm-hmm.
or a roguish type. And that was pretty much it. And so, yeah, then this is basically right after we met Alaric, basically our first day and a half with Alaric. So
Okay.
did we really, I guess, didn't kind of end. We just said we were going back to Hommlet, and we just kind of
Yeah.
left it at that.
And
we were
I
going to
think
get
the premise
sausages.
that-
And we
Sure,
were going to get
well-
sausages.
Well, and we're going to kind of regroup. I realized how puny my ability to cast Cure Wounds twice is, and so we're gonna maybe shop around for some healing spells, some mirrors,
some potions, and some mirrors.
blindfolds, so we can fight the basilisk without looking at it.
I would like to, if we can fast play shopping, because I fucking hate it.
No, I wanna barter and negotiate for every item.
Right. Okay, well, why don't we assume the 5 of you have had your night here at the Inn of the Welcome Wench. You're
Okay.
up the next morning.
If we had
Yeah.
I had 1 hit point of damage left. Do I sleep that off?
Everybody, yeah, when you have a long rest, you get all your hit points back.
Ooh.
8 hours.
Yep.
4 hours for some fancy people.
Yeah, whatever.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. He's actually been asleep for a long time, I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
So it's the next day, and you may remember on your first day at the inn, there were a couple of, people
Checking us out.
checking
I
you out.
remember them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guess what?
Mhm.
They are definitely there, and they're. You guys are, you know what you're looking for, and sure enough, they're there at breakfast, same time as you. They were waiting.
Suspicious.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let everybody know that these are the people I kind of clocked the other day that were checking us out.
That's right. One of them, you get a better look at them now. Their clothing is not so great.
Is it 2 dudes?
When you say
It is
checking
to
us
do.
out, do you mean like,
They're watching you.
romantically?
If only. If only. Oh yeah. So there's kind of a large hulking guy and then a smaller, thinner fellow. Humans, both of them. Their
Happen to
clothing
guess
is
so.
definitely worse for wear.
How far
And
away
if
from us are they?
Opposite side of the hall, the breakfast hall, the meeting
Mm.
hall. And if you look straight at them, they'll turn away, but
Mhm.
they're clearly interested in what
They're
you're up
clearly,
to.
yeah.
Okay, just so you know.
All right then.
Did you want to try and do the shopping?
Yeah. I mean, so are we just looking at the price list in the book and seeing what
Oh,
kind of
see,
things?
that's
or-
interesting. So you got to go to the trader's post.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get directed there.
I say, good sir, fancy a good haggle.
Well, I was gonna say
My
you
wizard friend is a fan of the
You-
art of haggling.
You may remember. Do you remember the offer
Yeah.
that was granted you by Rufus and Byrne?
A credit
my
line.
credit.
A line of credit.
Yes. How much?
Well, you go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this relatively small, thin guy greets you from behind the counter. He's like, "Oh, hello, it is the brave adventurers, I see. And how was your first foray out? Not so good if you're coming to us for material support, I suppose. Is that right? Huh?
It went well enough, but we
Mhm,
need to
mhm.
resupply.
I don't like
see,
them.
I see. Well, I understand you have a line of credit that has been forwarded from the elders. So, yeah, you can, we'll cut you a good deal on anything that we have here to offer. What can I help you with?
Do you have healing potions?
Where do you think you are? Bonk? This is Hommlet. Where would we get a
Feared as
healing
much.
potion?
Does not your local canon make such things?
Oh, no. Gosh, goodness gracious, no.
I have a little bit of an ability to heal, gentlemen.
Who could afford that? That is ridiculous. You realize how many hundreds of gold pieces these things cost?
They're
And
50 in the book.
time and- Oh, I think you might be mistaken. They're hundreds.
Well, if that's too much for this place, how about some mirrors? Some steel
Mirrors?
mirrors, perhaps? We could
What's
use
steel. Yes.
5
yes.
of these things.
5? 5?
Guys, all right. I would like you guys, talk to me. Let's come over here. Talk to me first. What is it that you think we need right now? What do we need?
We need mirrors because we're taking on a basilisk.
Okay. What else?
I'm lost.
Phased
You're
plasma
lost?
rifle in the 40-watt range. Oh no, wait.
All right, just give me a second. Shopkeep?
The name is Grimag.
Grimeg? It's Grimeg? You know, I can tell that you're a very generous soul.
I see. Yes. So, how can you tell?
There's something about your eyes.
Oh, very nice of you to say so. I think you might be mistaken.
No, I don't think I am at all. See, I can read people. I can read them really well. And
Continue.
so I think it would be really lovely of you I don't know if there's anything that we can do to inspire you to, I don't know, cut us a deal?
I have been ordered to cut you a deal.
Even
So
more
a
of a
deal I shall
deal?
cut. What do you mean by
Yes.
that?
Even more of a deal?
How much?
Well, you said, do we not you don't have 6 mirrors? I guess we just need 5.
Well, yes, I can definitely offer you 5 mirrors for 5 silver then.
5 silver. Oof. That's a bargain. Yes.
Yes, let's do
Don't
it.
I
say
know.
that out loud.
Oh,
Wow.
believe me, I know it is a bargain. I know it.
Way to go, Frankwint. Okay.
I wasn't. That was Colin. I was saying it as the player, not the character.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, then we need to figure out how to discern
Mhm.
who is who.
Okay. Well, we need to get some kind of healing potion. Is there some kind of healer in this village, or a witch
I
woman, perhaps?
I kind of wish you
Druid?
gentlemen would listen to me occasionally,
Hmm?
Yeah.
because I actually have a little bit of healing ability.
Ooh.
Now, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't maybe look for something, but it may not necessarily be a priority.
It can at least you can yo-yo cast with it. So
I could say what now?
yo-yo healing. You wait until somebody dies and then you bring them back to 1 hit point.
Oh yeah,
Oh, is it that cantrip?
No,
she can
it's
lay on
lay on
hands.
hands.
I
Yeah.
have lay on hands. Yeah.
Okay.
So if that frees us up a little bit, but if not, we could maybe find out if there's a witch woman in the area.
Or maybe the Church of Saint Cuthbert, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Try that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy's creepy, though.
Do we know there's a druid in town?
Yes, I'm surprised you haven't met him yet. I mean, he's probably your best bet if you want healing. Maybe he'll strike you some deal or something. But he doesn't. It's not like he makes potions.
Well,
Talk to Giroux. Talk to Giroux.
all right.
He's in the grove.
Well,
All right.
let's go to the grove.
And he might. Well, is there any other basic stuff we think we want? We know we'll have to fight a basilisk. Just trying to be like a little more prepared this time. Then
I think
That
we
was
were
a good
well enough
idea.
prepared. We just, we killed 5 things. We're level 1. We didn't die, and that's not bad.
yeah, but we could have not died even more.
Well,
Well,
let's do better next time.
I mean, it's a basilisk. We have no idea what we need to kill a basilisk.
Technically, we don't
Yeah.
know it's a basilisk. We just know that
Exactly.
something petrifying
Well,
things push a giant.
can we know that it's a basilisk? Because I mean, we're adventurers in a world where there are monsters.
You tried this last session. Remember, I had you make a roll.
Yeah, that's right.
So you don't get a reroll on that. But you know who could get a first roll on that might be
Me?
Druid.
Me?
because Kathy's character wasn't there at the time.
Okay.
Poppy wasn't
Do we
there.
describe it?
Maybe we could ask Giroux.
Yeah, the druid will know all about it.
Maybe we could. They might know of natural things or unnatural beasts in the area.
True.
So
That's probably. I would say that's a good start.
Yeah, I think so.
where's
Okay.
the grove?
Druid Grove, down this way, where all these trees are.
Oh, that's
Druid Grove. Whoa.
I must have missed that. Hmm.
Should we bring something to butter this druid up?
pastries.
Like-
Can we
like
go
some
buy-
butter?
Is it the morning? Yeah. Let's get some butter and pastries.
Sure.
Since we're at the
Do druids eat that stuff? Or do
Druids
they see, like, fruit and
love
nuts?
butter. It's well known. They just can't get enough of it.
especially if it's
Nice.
Irish butter.
That's right. Good
Yes.
British butter.
Or English butter. Basically the same thing. is
Tomato, tomato.
What
who
I
cares?
hear.
It is.
Hmm.
Used to be the same island back in the day.
What back in the Cretaceous period?
12,000 years ago.
So you get down here and you find yourself on a path that's carefully lined with like these bluish stones, and it leads you to a rock cairn where there are flowers and nuts and garlands there. There's a path beyond that leads to a shrine and a little low-roofed wooden building that's under these huge. There's like a huge central oak that's surrounded by smaller oaks, and it kind of shades this area. And you can see some logs that have been laid out for people to like sit kind of in a semicircle. You hear some shuffling off in the woods beyond, just out of sight. But coming from the opposite direction of that is a tall, kind of wizened character. He's just wearing some like a cloak that looks, worn enough. Clearly it's seen several seasons. And he's got a graying beard and some thinning hair. And he says, "Welcome. I am Giroux Ashstaff, and you must be the new adventures I have heard so much about, so much talk about from the elders. And I understand you have already been to the moat house and back. I'd be very curious to hear what you discovered.
We have. We were attacked first by a set of giant frogs, but we also found a curious large lizard and saw many statues that appear to have been, well, not sculpted, but people petrified. Does that match your understanding of any creature in this land? Rhymes with basilisk.
I myself have been aware of the statuary there. I think they have been placed.
Placed?
Yes.
Hmm.
They were not there. I am skeptical that there is any actual... You must be talking about a basilisk. I do not believe there is a basilisk. Now, that moat house that you have been going to has been in ruin for decades, and it is not surprising that wildlife will have taken residence there, and even monstrous type of wildlife. These are wild lands down here south of the big city. But, and in the environs near where the temple once was and held sway. But a basilisk, that seems very unlikely to me. No, I think the statues you have found have been placed. Now, where they were obtained from is a good question.
Who would be placing statues there? We haven't seen anyone taking up residence, though some sign that someone had built a barricade of some sort more
Yes.
recently than not.
See, you are getting at the heart of the question that nobody else in this lovely village wants answered, it seems. They're all just interested in sending what they consider to be fools on a fool's errand to get you out of the way and to try and shut up and silence any kind of talk about raids and disappearances, although the disappearances are real enough. The leadership of this town is a little blinkered, and I fear that Rufus and Byrne have held too much sway. So I, for one, am grateful that you are here, and grateful that you have the bravery to go see what might actually be happening there.
Yeah, this guy's nice.
I cannot guarantee that there is no basilisk, but I am skeptical. I have been unable to penetrate the moat house myself safely, so you are doing a great service to me and to this village.
Oh, I can't believe we spent all this money on mirrors.
Oh, it's gotta be a basilisk.
He kind of cocks his head.
Sorry if I
mirrors-
steered us wrong.
If there's a
Something's turning
basilisk, you
people
will.
to stone. I know.
If there's a basilisk, you will be glad you have them. And if not,
or a Medusa,
Or Medusa.
or if we have job interviews and need to do our hair.
This is true. Or if I need to adjust my hat, my fabulous hat. Okay.
Anyway, Druid fella, these trees are real nice, but one storm and they're going right through your roof there. Does anybody want to ask him stuff?
Well, you wanted to know about any options for healing. We
yeah.
kind of got a little chopped up last time we went in, pun intended. And we were wondering if there's any way you could help us with, I don't know, just like a small health potion or just some type of healing we could take with us into the foray.
I do not possess any of the materials to make such a thing and do not keep them on hand. I mean, there is such little need. At least up to now, there has been little need.
Yeah.
This kind of material is really for adventures, right? And we have had no need of them here. There's been very little interest in Hommlet for that. Rufus and Byrne are making a big to-do about what might be nothing, but could be something. And that is what I'm hoping you will learn. I can certainly aid in healing you if you find yourself in dire straits, but I cannot accompany you, and I have no items to give you that will aid you in such ways.
No berries, that would be good.
He says, well, I can certainly prepare a few good berries for you. Maybe one for each of you.
That would be helpful.
Please, make yourselves comfortable here, and I will be back as quickly as I may. And he goes deeper into the grove, past your line of sight, and into... I mean, it's like almost like a forest picks up immediately, and that's where he goes. And you hear some more shuffling, again, from a different direction, but kind of like from where you first came in, but nothing else.
This druid seems a good fellow, especially by comparison to many others we've met in this village thus far.
See, hearing that, Jorgen's just going to take a quick perception check around just to see if he can figure out where
What this guy's hiding.
Go ahead, make your perception check.
Oh, that's a 2 and a 0. That's a 25, natural 25.
Very good. Oh, that's
Wow.
excellent. Yeah, okay. So you kind of make a circuit of the grove, and you do spend some extra time focusing on where you've heard that shuffling. and you peek in. You like actually like kind of poke your head through a little bit of brush, and what you see is a black bear kind of foraging around. You poke your head through, and it turns and looks at you, and holds your gaze for like 5 seconds, and then continues what it's doing.
Okay, I'm slowly gonna back away, and then
Yep.
once it's time, I'm gonna kind of like start holding my glaive a little bit closer to that area. There's a black bear over there. There's a black bear over there.
Yeah, it didn't seem too scared of you, but it also didn't seem to want you anywhere near it. That was the kind of look it gave you.
Okay.
You pointed out to us.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. As in, like, I'm just slowly backing away from that towards the group.
We won't go over there then.
No, druids often have animal friends, as I understand, but I have no desire to provoke it in any way.
Well, after several minutes, say 10 or so, Giroux returns, and in his hand he has 5 berries, and he hands one to each of you.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
So for
Okay.
those of you without a player's handbook handy or whatever, you can eat this berry for it will sustain you for a full day of food, and it will also restore 1 hit point to you.
Nice.
It's gonna hold on to it for now. Okay.
Good berry.
It's good from now until essentially tomorrow morning.
All right.
You have our gratitude.
If you eat it, if you ingest it.
Yes.
If you ingest
Somehow I think we're gonna need it before tomorrow morning. So
Yeah,
Does that mean we want to head out?
I would like to.
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, I think that's the best we're gonna do for bonus healing.
Mhm.
Well, it's nice to know we have that lay on hands option too.
Yes.
I was just disappointed in like realizing I'd burned all of my healing and like after 2 small combats.
Dude, it's level 1.
It's
Yeah,
level 1. I mean, you're more capable than anything that DCC gives you at level
That's
0,
true.
but still you run out of gas fast. On the other hand, you level up quickly. Like just in the few encounter. I mean, I'm keeping private track of your experience. You know, if you have a day like the last time we played, you'll be at level 2.
Ooh,
So
nice.
you go up quickly when you start off small like this. Anything else you want to do here in Hommlet while you're here?
I don't think so. I think talking to a lot of these people is just beating our head against a wall. So maybe if we can come back with some animal carcasses to wave around.
Okay. If you recall, it's like almost a half a day's travel to get to the moat house. And Poppy, this is going to be your first view of it.
Okay, see? Where are the statues?
They're kind of outside. We saw some on the way in before we got to the drawbridge.
You saw
If I remember
one.
correctly. Oh, just one there, but there's others
Here.
scattered around.
There are
right?
others scattered, and Alaric told you that she knew of 2 that were also nearby. They were up over here. So you've actually only ever seen the one
But we know about
yourselves
others.
personally. Alaric has seen. They didn't actually tell you how many. A few is when
They're all outside the moat, though. Correct.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh.
So I mean, again, you haven't gone over here. You can if you want, but otherwise, the one you've seen up close is this one down here.
And what does it look like?
So what you see is it's a very realistic looking statue of a person, and it's in this frightful pose. It looks terribly frightened.
Oh,
And Jesker tells you that it looks like this is not carved, so maybe it's an actual person that's been petrified.
right.
One thing I noted is that it is definitely aged. Like it's not new. Like, oh, this has been here for a year. This has been here for 2 years. It looks like it's many years old.
It's weathered by the elements.
It's weathered by the elements.
Okay. And did you guys find out if anybody was missing from the area? If any people just went missing over a period of time?
We know we're looking for
Canonus Ide is the most important person that has gone missing.
It's right in front of me.
But we know this was also used in the Temple of Elemental Evil. It was like a storehouse or a waypoint for them, and it happened ages ago. So this could be from back then when crazier shit was going on.
True.
So we don't really know.
But also, there have been raids in the village. Some people have disappeared, though they seem to downplay it. And yeah, the canoness of the Church of St. Cuthbert, we heard disappeared. I was sent here in part because she had disappeared. But the alleged temporary canon is like, oh, no, she's just on assignment. And that seems
That's
a little
true.
sketch.
And now this druid is insisting that these statues were placed here, so are not from
placed there, but
long ago battle. But why?
We could check out the other ones later, or if you wanted to check them out now. But I think Do we want to lure it out, or do we want to just go in and see what we can take it out with?
Oh, I want to go in, but I will
Okay.
defer to the party.
Well, what we know, that's a secret passage downstairs. The second floor of everything is kind of,
Crumbled
it's
in.
not going to
Like,
work. We only have one floor to explore, but we've got
We know
all
of,
these
yeah.
rooms.
well, then there was a stairway down, right? to
Oh,
a
there was
basement?
a stairway down.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yep.
let's go.
All right.
Let's
I-
go in.
I say we deal with the lizard.
Okay.
No? What do you guys
Yeah,
want?
oh yeah, no, I think so. Because if we're wandering around, it might wander in somewhere after us, which would be particularly bad if we're fighting something else.
I recall that it was quite slow.
Do we know that the lizard's dangerous?
No, we do not.
I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's large.
And because it's large, it's dangerous.
Well, it's a
Wow.
lizard. It's different. It's
It's
different to us, therefore it's dangerous.
Have you
All
not
right, well, let's-
heard of reptilian?
Thank you. Thank you for your wisdom.
Let's open a conversation with it.
Look at a Komodo dragon. I mean, they talk
They're
to
nice.
you with their claws
but
and their bite.
but this, I'm assuming, is not a Komodo dragon.
No, it's bigger than one.
But it doesn't mean that it's poisonous like a Komodo dragon, or
Yeah, but
Only
it
one
could
way to find
probably
out.
rip your limbs
Yeah.
off.
I guess
We're
we
about
could
to-
just go on and on about this, or we could just go in.
We're
Let's see
about
what
to
we-
find out. Let's go.
Let's go.
After you.
All right. So I'll just, for the benefit of Poppy, I'll give at least some brief descriptions. So this drawbridge is in terrible condition, creaks horribly when you step on it, but
Mhm.
can support your weight. So it doesn't seem to give. It's just obviously really worn, and there are a few boards missing, but you can make it across.
Okay. Good.
The entry to the moat house, 2 doors. They're both they've both been beat to hell. But one is closed and it was barricaded on the back side, and you guys didn't remove the barricade, just left it in place.
Yep.
The other
Okay.
door is just kind of hanging there loosely on some rusty hinges. And so what you guys did was you kind of pushed aside the hanging door, made loud,
Mhm.
horrible creaking noises on those rusty hinges, and stepped
Mhm.
in. And presuming, I presume that's also how you're going to get in this time because you haven't adjusted the other door in any way. So, and they're both in bad condition, but not just from age. It looks like they were also they've been physically damaged.
Okay.
Do we? I mean, the rogue could actually stealthily try and get in.
Yes, but the rest of you, and not all of you can, but you'd all have to make your stealth rolls, and you may if you wish. Do you choose to try and do that?
Yeah, let's send
so-
the
Yeah.
rogue in to see where this thing has moved, because it was on the move when we fled. So
Okay.
Or at least just to try and pierce in and see,
Scout it out. Yeah.
work as
So is Alaric going to go all the way in and all the way to that northwest corner? Is that the idea, and then come back?
So I know Alaric is gonna kind of just ease in to try and stay on the wall and see what's in here, because Alaric doesn't have low light vision or anything like that. And then do you want me to make a stealth roll, or do you just want me to go?
Make a stealth roll to get across the drawbridge and through the door, and then make a second one while you're
Uh,
inside, please.
Okay, so it's 12 for the one to get across the drawbridge.
Okay, you're making noise
Okay.
for what that's worth.
Great. Even with a +8, that's a 13
Okay.
to run around inside.
Okay, you think Alaric thinks that they could be a bit quieter, but that's not the worst imaginable roll. But you think you know you've done better. So occasionally you scuffle your feet a little bit is really what you're doing. Okay, so let's say you've gotten to the stairway on all of that. Now what?
Then Alaric's just gonna kind of peek their head in and see what they can see. I mean, it's lit. I'm assuming because it's daytime.
It's no more lit than it was before, so it's very dim in here.
Maybe I should follow Alric in because I have dark vision.
Well, I guess at this point, just looking in and seeing that there isn't anybody quick, Alaric's gonna kind of come back over here and
Okay.
then just wave people in.
Okay. Do the rest of you want to try and be stealthy, or are we just coming in? Now, it doesn't mean you're gonna make this horrible, horrible noise, but it's more
But, I mean, entering cautiously anyway. Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so why don't you all make stealth rolls then, and we'll see how cautious you really are.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So if you don't have a
stealth.
skill, you're not penalized. You just don't get the bonus, right?
You'll get-
Proficiency
well,
bonus. Yep.
yeah, all you get is your dex bonus added
Okay.
to your d20 then.
You also
Ooh,
have to make sure that
19.
your armor doesn't impose an
Ooh, good point.
disadvantage. Which, if you've got
Scale mail, I think, does, right?
Scale mail does, yes. That's disadvantage.
So I'm sorry, we're using
15.
D20, right? Yes.
Yeah,
Here we
D20.
go.
Yep.
Thank
And you're wearing
you.
chainmail, so I want you to roll your stealth check twice and give me the lowest result.
Oof, okay.
Me?
Poppy.
Nope.
Yeah, you,
Nope.
Poppy, and Jesker.
Yep. So I got a
Okay.
15 on my crap worst roll, so that's
Oh,
good.
that's still good. That's actually pretty good.
Jeez, I rolled 3 11s in a row.
That's not very good. Okay, 1. That's bad. That was 10.
Okay.
And 10. Wow, I'm doing well.
So 10, 10 means like an average result. Like 10 is
Mhm.
purely the average. So
Right.
again, you're not terrible at this. But, anybody that's probably really trying to listen or has any kind of care at all is probably going to be able to hear you, is what that means.
Okay.
And you can sense that about how well you're being caught. You're like, I could have done better.
Yeah.
So 10 is the lowest I've heard so far. Who else? What else do we have?
11.
11, 15. We're missing only
Frankwind.
Frankwind.
17, I said. 17.
17, I missed it.
Wowzers.
Very nice. Yeah. So it turns out the elf is super fancy dancy prancy in here.
Mm-hmm.
He's a whisper in the wind. Okay, that's good to know. So all of you can then essentially get up the stairs to this opening. Just for your description, again, Kathy, this main hallway, entry hall, for lack of a better term, there's like detritus kind of scattered, mostly pushed to the corners against the walls, like, the occasional piece of wrecked furniture, the occasional banner that's rotting, tattered, maybe ripped and thrown on the floor. Pretty heavy dust in most places, except for where you guys were the last time you came in, and also where you're going now. You're leaving some marks. And I think this is because your second entry, I think we can allow extra perception checks for the rest of you. Just go ahead and make your perception checks again, please, all of you. Straight up.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16's good, yeah. Very good.
Alaric's not going to see it.
Oh no, this is going to be bad.
Oh,
15?
15's good. No, 15's
Yeah.
good.
22.
22.
Ooh.
Also 22.
Oh, wow. So all of you,
Save your good rolls for combat, people.
yeah, all those who got 15 or above, so that's 4 out of 5 of you, do notice. So this won't be like new information for you, Poppy, but you'll just notice it like, like all the dust and detritus stuff is like, if you could like draw a line from where you come in to like the stairway,
Uh-huh.
that's clearly been stepped on a lot more.
Like just since we've been there?
Yeah.
That's distressing. But I guess not surprising.
Multiple tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't say who, and you don't necessarily see tracks. It's more like there's been movement through all this dust and crap, and it's cleared some more stuff out, and it's kind of a path now.
Like from a lizard's tail, maybe?
If you would like
Good
to try
question.
and be more specific, why don't you make, we'll call this investigation. Why don't you like get down on the floor and have a good look?
Or nature?
Okay.
Would
Uh,
nature
Well,
work?
actually, nature or investigation, either, whichever you have the best in.
Oh, it's the same for me.
Same, okay.
Yep. So tomato, tomato.
Okay. Make
Again.
your roll.
Oh, 9.
9.
I'm not.
You
I'm
can't.
not doing well.
No, you've actually done fine. 9 is, however, not good enough to give you that information. You're like,
Yeah,
I
I think
can't
so. Okay.
tell. I
That's
can't.
fine. Whatever.
Well, do we want to clear this? Do we want to hit that? What say ye? Do we want to try and just see what's in that room again?
So description for over here, Kathy. This was a stairway that went up, but right up into the ruined,
Mhm.
crushed upper levels
Right.
of this boathouse.
we can
There's
Okay.
nowhere to go.
And then there's a stairwell down here, right?
Yeah,
In
this
the
was a
north?
very narrow passageway that led into a stairway going down.
Well, do we want to...
Door was over here that you kind of went to, but didn't really stop at. This is the barricade that they mentioned, right
Do we
here.
want to engage this lizard in conversation or violence just yet, or do we want to explore one of these 3 larger unexplored areas?
That's okay. I think a couple. I'll keep something trained, and Alaric will keep. Somebody else. Yeah, never mind. Jorgen's just
Yeah,
gonna keep
I
this
thought-
crossbow trained back there.
I'd like to maybe look at the area in the northeast there.
Is that like a tower, or was a tower? I assume crumbled.
From the outside, no, it didn't seem like it was a tower. Just
Okay, just an abutment. Of
yeah,
some sort. I'm
that's
sure there's
right.
a technical
An abutment.
castle building name for it.
we're
but I don't
gonna
know what
call
is.
it an abutment from now on. That's
Tonight's
what that
word is abutment.
A rampart? No.
No.
Anyway,
No.
redoubt. Okay, an abutment because it has butt in it.
It Yeah,
right.
that's why I like it.
Apartment. Okay. So yeah, what are we just going to go over there and check out the doors? Is that our plan?
Like two? Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Are they like big barred looking doors or locked looking doors? Are they closed? What do we got?
So this door looks still beat up, but it's firmly in place, and you haven't moved it yet. You haven't tried to move it yet, I'll assume. But it's definitely closed, in place, and I guess it's in better shape than the other doors you've seen. It's still clearly been damaged from years and years ago, but it's a serviceable door. I'll put it that way. And it looks like maybe there's been repairs made to it, like on the other side of it. That's kind of like you're like this. It's kind of interesting that this is being held up here.
Mhm.
Maybe there's something on the other side of the door keeping it in place. Is the kind of thing you're thinking.
Well, can we open it?
Right.
Does someone wish to try?
Should we check
should
every
we be in
trap?
check for traps mode?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
'cause-
that'd be-
no, but seriously, if somebody is using this as their base, they might have some kind of trap for interlopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at it.
That would be Alaric.
Alaric will take a look at it. What, you just want investigation?
What you're going to use your
Or-
thief? You're going to use your thief tools.
Would you want to search for traps or disarm traps?
You have to search first. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So then you
Make
just
the
want
roll.
a thieves tool roll?
Yeah.
No, I rolled +6, so it's 7.
You got a
What?
7. Oh.
Wow.
Wait.
Okay.
Does that mean a natural one?
No. That only.
Oh, that
it's,
only
it's
matters.
only in combat that 1s
Okay.
and 20s have any effect. Otherwise, they're just rolls.
Okay,
So you didn't have a catastrophic failure here. You just sucked.
gotcha.
So you royally screwed this up. But what you can tell is that the door is firmly in place. It can't be pushed open from this side. Like you can't open it. You kind of gave it a try, and it's firmly something's on the other side keeping it in place.
So maybe a big bar or something.
Something like that.
I thought maybe with that one, he would actually have installed a trap that we would then encounter.
Oh, the bar actually dropped into place.
Right.
Shall we try the unexplored area to the south then?
Yeah.
You're going to see 2 doors on the west, 1 door on the east, and opening up into a larger space to the south.
It's almost a carbon copy of the one to the northwest. It is a carbon copy.
I'm curious, does this pathway to the south show the kind of activity? Like, does it look like it's used? People walking in and out of it? If I can glance
good
at the
question.
floor.
But go make a perception check, please.
Okay. Or 1923.
You're like, no, this doesn't seem to be used. If anything, the passage to the west, like to the northwest, that was more used. This one, no.
Weird. Okay, so that implies either that there's nothing of interest here or something that whoever's using this is scared of.
Should we try the door to
storage?
the east? We could either try the door to the east or
Yes.
move into the main chamber.
Let's check the doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
The east first. Sounds good.
Okay. Do you want to just open it up, or what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, Alaric can try it again and just check the door.
Okay, go ahead, make your check.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a 4. That's a 10.
A 10. That's, you know what? It looks like a door.
Great. Great. Alaric's going to try and open the door.
Okay. You will be able to successfully open the door. And what it's going to reveal to you is going to be amazing.
Give me a hill troll. No,
Yeah.
it's not a hill troll.
No. What you see is, you can tell that this was once a really opulent room because the stuff that is crushed and destroyed were things that once would have been of great value. So there's furnishings that have been absolutely smashed and burned. There were some really nice tapestries that have been shredded and burned.
Shredded and burned.
Does it look like there was a fire in here and it caught most of this stuff?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like.
Okay. But it was kind of put out because it's not all the way burned down?
I mean, like any fire, it doesn't necessarily burn everything to a cinder, right?
Sure.
So, yeah, there was a fire here. A lot of stuff is burned. Not everything is literally burned, but yeah.
Is there a fair amount of debris then on the floor that one could sift through, hoping that something valuable and metal or gem-like might have survived?
Everybody is allowed to make a perception check to find anything that might be of interest in all this crush stuff.
Okey-doke.
The instant you all start and come in, you hear a whole bunch of fluttering from above you.
Uh-oh.
and there's a bunch of bats.
Okay.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20.
They're kind of floating around you, and they are attacking you because they're upset. Do you want to like have combat with them and try to kill them, or you just want to try and shove them off? These are not like giant bats or anything like that. These are just bats. So they could nick you and do damage. But what do you want to do about it?
I would rather just bat them away, no pun intended.
Yes. Let's not kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to like brush away with my shield if they
Can
get
I?
low
that
enough
sounds
to
fine.
interfere with the dwarf.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is it's interfering with your searching. So
Mhm.
can I get just a combat roll out of all of you, just to see how successful you are at bashing
God, I
bats
hate
away
super
without
rolls.
necessarily killing them?
18,
Whoops.
And-
17.
20,
17.
not an unnatural 20.
Okay, we call that a dirty 20 in these parts.
I call it an unnatural 20.
14
They just thought of it.
14.
and an 18 with
Okay.
with a reach weapon.
Oh, you're gonna actually use your big. Do you want to
Wave?
use your pole arm
Well,
in this room?
So I'm the whole idea. So Jorgen is going to be standing outside and just trying to use the pole arm like strategically as up and through,
I see.
and just kind of like using his muscle to kind of impede and
Got it.
kind of just work it back and forth to kind of give them some weird type of protection. Or
Got it. Okay, fair enough. And Franklin, did you want to do anything about that?
9. I rolled a
9.
9.
Okay, Franklin is the only one unsuccessful at keeping bats away, and I'm going to say you're kind of driven from the room past Jorgen. You just can't
That's
deal with the
fine.
bats.
Disgusting creatures. Yeah.
And you
Jesus.
can have 1 hit point of bite damage as well as a result of that.
Oh, no thanks. That's okay. I'll just leave.
You can. Yeah, you can have that. So you leave and you have 1 hit point of damage. The rest of you get all the bats and you irritate them enough that they end up flying out. And where they end up going is they fly out. Oop, I need a different tool. So that I don't
surround Franklin.
they mostly fly through this like arrow slit here. It's damaged enough that they can kind of squeeze
Oh,
through.
nice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now you all can make your perception checks.
12.
13.
I have an unclean 20.
Oh, okay.
These dice are going to start failing me when.
You
when
find
I
a
need
bunch
them.
of you sift through all the junk and all you see is junk. Nothing of worth is here.
Yeah,
Sadly.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let's try the
I
door
think
to
we
the
need to keep
west.
sifting.
yeah, door to the west.
Okay.
There's 2 doors to the west.
That's
which
right.
one would you
Top
like?
or bottom?
I guess top just to be
top.
thorough.
North. Okay.
Yeah, the north.
North?
Door to the
Okay.
west.
Are we doing a door test again, or are we just opening it right up?
Open it up.
We're just
Oh,
opening
yeah.
it.
Open
Yeah,
it up.
Frankwin's got to fling it open because now that he's been bitten by a bat, he doesn't care.
This had kind of like a large table. It's still intact, but listing because one of the legs has been severely damaged. There's like 1 chair that you might be able to still sit on, but the rest have been smashed and thrown apart. There are a few rats scurrying away from you.
Do we have to fight them?
No, they just scurry around and they just
Okay.
try and get away from you.
Okay. Yeah, so far the theory of there's nothing of interest here for the bandits or whoever is holding up.
It's holding
So want
up.
to check
yeah.
the next room down?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Jiggle,
Who's
jiggle,
flinging
open
the door?
Alaric's got it.
Ah.
This place wrecked. Pat has like a little cabinet, a little wardrobe that has been, the doors have been crashed off of it. The bed has been chopped to pieces.
Now, does the wood look rotted or just splintered and in shambles?
Mostly shambles. There is some rot on some of it. So everywhere you've gone, there has been some rot, depending on how
Right.
damp the room has been or how damp that particular spot is. Whether there's been leaking from the ceiling.
That's right by a river.
Yeah,
water
it is right
table.
here. It is.
Yeah.
Yep. So I wouldn't say. I say rot is mostly like the cloth type of things you found. But
Mhm.
Right.
that stuff is more likely to be rotting. The wood, again, some parts of it will be starting to rot, but mostly it's just damage, either just from physical damage, it's been smashed, chopped, or whatever, or fire, or both.
Maybe a little bit of swelling or something like that.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Okay, cool.
Like for example, the doors are kind of suffering from that. Like they don't necessarily open the easiest. Like you kind of have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
if we wanted to
force
start a fire in here, it would be a lot harder than what we thought.
not that much harder. You could do it.
Sure. Okay. I guess we go all the way down south.
Okay. This is a larger room, as you can see.
Is that a body?
I'll get there. Yeah, I'll get there. Hold on. to
Sorry.
it.
Okay.
So again, things are kind of smashed here and stuff like that. there is a human body over there. It looks like it's been et upon. It's not a skeleton. It's a body, so it can't, it's got to be within a month or less, right? It's not really rotting. It's been eaten partially.
Yeah, Jesker will lean in for a closer look. He has medicine. I have medicine.
So you want to actually go in?
I think, yes, I'm going to go in to look at this poor
Okay.
unfortunate.
Jorgen's going to cover him.
Would you make a perception check for me, please?
Okay.
Can I help?
22.
You can't help with a perception check.
Okay.
But 22 is certainly good enough to notice the ginormous snake that tries to attack you as you get close to the body.
Uh-huh.
So why?
Right,
so you're not surprised. I mean, you might be shocked, but you're not surprised in the technical game sense of surprise. So let's start some combat.
All right, initiative.
Okay.
Initiatory, please.
And-
I'm gonna put everybody in.
That's more like it. 5.
What? Oh.
Column, do you have a short sword?
I have a long sword.
Ah. So if you had a short sword, you'd be able to use your dexterity modifier to hit it. So
No, I've just got the long sword.
cool.
I have a 9, by the way. Frankwind.
15.
I got a 4.
Alaric got 18.
Yep, Alec got 18. I got a 4.
Jorgen got 4. Jesker got 5.
Now that rolls matter, I have a 5.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So the situation as we find ourselves is Jesker is right face to face with the danger noodle, the giant danger noodle, and behind within 10 feet or so is Jorgen in a protective stance. But first to actually get their noodle in order is Alaric. Alaric, what do you choose to do at this moment?
Holy shit. So is the snake 5 feet from Jesker?
It's within 5 feet. They are essentially right face to face with each other.
Okay, so then that being said, Alaric's gonna kind of work down towards some more of the open open area kind of on the south end of the room, and then open up with a short bow shot.
Take a
and
shot.
Hoping he can get sneak attack, or they can get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh no! Rolled a 3. Even what? I think it's a 6. That's not gonna do it. That's
You missed. You were too excited.
Yep.
Twang.
Okay.
Poppy, you're next.
What am I going to do? Where am I in relation?
You are, I'm going to call you 15 feet distant from where the snake is. So you have plenty of movement. You can get around Jorgen and get around Jesker and go and just straight up attack. Or you can do something that's not that. What do you think?
Well, and I take it the snake knows we're here.
Oh yeah,
Pretty much all of us.
It's about to snakeify me any second now.
It's got eyes for Jesker. It clearly wants to go bite the face off of Jesker.
Okay.
Oh, don't we all? Who could blame it? Meow.
Violence is good content.
Yeah, I think I'll attack it if I can
All right.
work my way around it after I have.
You absolutely can. And the weapon you're going to use, well, it doesn't matter what weapon are you going to use?
I'm going to use the trident.
The fancy trident, right? Okay.
Yes.
So your attack roll is d20 plus your bonus.
17.
That hits.
Nice.
Are you going to spirit? You spirit good. So roll your damage for your trident.
8.
Oh, wow. You practically pin it to the floor. It does not like that at all.
I'm feeling a little guilty, but that's okay.
It feels distracted by just being attacked from the side. It wasn't expecting that. It was going to hope to, but it still wants to go after Jesker because that's where it was focus was. So it's still going to try and go after you.
I'm a tasty morsel.
You are a tasty morsel, as we say. I assume a 22 hits you.
Yes, it absolutely does.
Okay, yeah. It's got its mind set on you, as George Harrison once said. All right, and then would you make a Okay, well, damage. Oh, the bite doesn't hurt you that much. 5 points of bite damage.
What? That's not that much?
It's not that much. And now, would you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, is this for poison?
Yeah, it is.
Because I have a dwarf poison bonus.
Yes.
Advantage, baby. Roll it twice, take the higher.
So there's a 14 and 15.
Very good.
15.
You resist the horrible effects of... this poison still courses into your body, but you resist the worst effects of it. And you take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh, jeez.
On top of that 5?
That's right.
That's with the saving throw?
That's correct.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm 1 point from death. All right.
Okay.
Level
this-
1.
That's what I get for walking into rooms.
I seem to remember this happened last time.
Yes, it did. When I walked into a room.
I rolled 3 dice of poison damage, so you're lucky.
Uh-huh.
You did good.
3 dice and you got 6? Dang.
3d20? Wow.
Yeah.
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 Franklin, you're next.
Righty ho. Here we go. What shall I do? Magic missile.
Magic missile. All right, you hit. Do your damage.
Magic missile's gonna do it. So that is going to be my intelligence plus my.
I don't think you're intelligent. You don't have to roll to hit. They just hit.
Oh, yep.
Just
Oh,
rolling
do they?
damage.
Yeah,
1d4
it's just
plus 1.
pure damage.
Oh,
This is not that stupid Dungeon Crawl Classics game. These are genuinely magic missiles. They hit.
take that back right fucking now. take it back right now. My God Almighty. That is 3,
3 points.
2. That's
Okay.
5, 8. 8 points.
8 points total?
of damage. Yes, it's
Oh,
3d4, right? 3d4 plus 1.
Jesus.
Plus 1 per dart.
Yep.
A dart deals 1d4 plus 1.
Yep.
So 3d4 plus 3.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It's 8. They were terrible
Oops.
rolls.
Yeah. Okay. But that's enough to kill it. Your missiles go into
Yeah.
the body of it, and dead it is.
Don't fuck with the wizard. All right.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
All right,
jeez,
well-
Jesker, you okay, buddy?
Yeah, well, these guys do what they do. I'm going to burn my first damn healing on myself. 6. So, but my wisdom on. Ooh, that's so wisdom 10.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so I'm just down to 1 point of damage.
Nice,
From near death
dude.
to nearly perfect
Okay.
in just one
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I don't need to. Well, I still want to inspect this person. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go out on a limb and say I know cause of death. What I'm gonna do is try to figure out who, or actually, is anybody? Oh, I have insight. I don't know what insight does exactly.
That's when you're trying to discern the motives of other people or other creatures.
Okay, I don't think I can do that with this guy.
No,
Um,
no. His
on
motive
account of
is
he's
to stay
dead.
dead. Yeah.
I mean, my wisdom's good. Yeah, I want to take a look at this guy and see if I can figure out who they were or what they were doing there. No one knows
Okay.
where he came from or what he was doing.
Right.
So what would that be? Perception or investigation?
I would say
or-
investigation.
Yeah, I don't want it to be that, but I'll do it. 15.
Okay. This was a human. You can tell that there was some gear on him. There's like a dagger lying near the body. You know, you would say this person. I have to admit, I hate using this term adventure, but like
Mhm.
that's kind of what this person clearly was. Like this was someone who did things and expected to get into trouble for a
Mhm.
living.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll take anything useful to us, and then I'll shut up because I realize I just did 2 things back to back. I cast
No,
a
it's
spell.
okay.
I had
That's
investigated this
fine,
guy.
No worries. So how much is useful is hard to say. Like, but not armored. You know, it's got like some like leather breeches and had a cloak. But all of this has been kind of beaten up a little bit. None of it is that old, but also none of it's in great shape. Like the dagger is fine.
Mhm.
It's fine, but it's nothing special. So if you want like a normalish dagger, you can have that. I would say the clothing isn't really worth keeping. The boots were clearly used to tromp around. So like, these are boots meant for not walking on cobblestones. This is like for being out in the wilderness. They're still useful if you think they might fit you.
Eh.
That kind of thing. Jorgen, what are you up to?
Oh, I just wanted to watch the hallway while things were going on until everything settled down. That's all.
Okay. Hallway is watched. If anything comes that way, you will be the first to know. Anybody else doing anything?
Frogwind would like to have a look around and see if there's anything of value here. So that will be perception or
Perception. Make your
investigation.
perception. Make your value check.
17.
17.
Oh, nope, 19. 19.
19.
Nice.
You make your way over to where the giant snake was resting, and you kind of dig through its nest, and you find an amazing dagger. It's bejeweled. It's nice. This is hundreds, if not hundreds and hundreds of gold pieces of value
Ooh.
here. This is fancy. It is a princely sum.
Yeah, nothing over here.
Okay. You didn't say nothing. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Well, I have to say, with your low wisdom, are you able to keep your excitement down?
No.
I mean, if you want to, like, if you really intend to as a character, then I just knowing who your character is, I think you should make some kind of roll. Make a bluff check if you wish to really try and hide your excitement
Deception?
at finding this.
Are you actually trying to deceive us?
No, of course not. I would never try to deceive you.
All right. Well, in that case, everybody is aware of this. It is a pretty spectacular dagger.
All right.
Do you think it's magical?
I have Arcana. Therefore, I can check this. Can I?
Well, here's what I can tell you. This is an ornamental dagger more than it is a functional dagger.
Mhm.
But the material work is so nice that it probably could be magicked if it isn't already.
Okay.
Because you could use detect magic, you could use Arcana, I suppose, or identify. But
I could do identify as a ritual if we could take 10 minutes. If you
Yeah.
guys want to.
I don't have detect magic, but does anyone have detect magic?
No.
No, I don't. So
Oh, I do. I'm sorry. I have detect magic, and I could use it as a ritual as well. So while they continue to search the daggers here, I'm going to ritualize detect magic.
Okay, none of the other searching you do turns up anything of note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ritually detect magic. Nothing in anybody's possession or in this room radiates magic, and that includes the fancy dagger.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
Thanks. We're trying.
But it is very nice.
and detect magic lasts, I think, for 10 minutes.
Okay, should we
If we
Run
want to
around.
probe other stuff, yeah.
and face the inevitable here?
Well, I
Well,
say
there's
we
that-
flush it out. Because if we wanted to go downstairs, or we could barricade this door in the upper right hand corner so that they have a harder time coming out of it.
It's an interesting idea. I like
as in-
that because
Like taking the table and like
Mhm.
like, I've got spikes and a hammer. We could like take the time to really just barricade the whole damn thing in and put all of this shit.
we could always move this barricade too. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's take some
Okay.
time.
Sure.
Let's take
Because
some
it's-
time
We're
to
not getting it.
barricade this door.
Okay.
And we'll just use whatever we could find, like any good chunks of
Bric-a-brac.
wood, chairs, bits of these barricades here.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Let's block up that door.
Okay, so you are starting to block up that door. You are maybe 5 minutes into that when you hear, I don't know, some kind of like banging from the opposite side of the door. Not like, hack banging, but like, something bangs. And the door is flung open.
Hmm.
And you see maybe half a dozen humans.
Humans?
Aha.
Yeah.
And
And
humans.
yeah, they've got light crossbows. And you're kind of warned of this, so I think we should do initiative again, because they're going to try and get shots off on you and kill you.
Hey, figure out who was helping. I was helping.
22 for Frank Wind.
I have just like that. Only I have only
20.
one of those twos. I have two.
20.
Jorgen's a 13. Alaric is Alaric's a 22.
Okay, Franklin, you are first.
Okay, I'm gonna cantrip some Ray of Frost here.
Okay,
Nice.
It's gonna be the nearest one. Oh, fuck! That is 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hit the edge of my mat.
you point your finger and you put it up your nose.
Yeah.
That doesn't help anybody.
No. All right.
Hopefully Alaric will have some better success. Alaric!
Oh, jeez. So
Situation is, there's a bit of detritus that you've started to put in front of this door. The door is opened into the room beyond. They're pointing weapons over all this stuff and just trying to shoot you in the face. So if you wanted to get close up to them, you're gonna have to like get over this material that you've been piling and then get in their faces, which you can do.
Does she have a ranged weapon?
oh yeah. She has ranged weapons. My only question is if I go up and use the breath weapon in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the breath weapon would be quite effective because that's usually a cone or a line, and they're kind of in a line.
So it's a 15-foot cone.
Oh yeah, that'll get everybody. That'll get all 6 of them.
Okay. So then I guess Alaric's just gonna take the time to kind of scoot up there and poke their head through and
Oh
just
yeah.
be like, suck on this, motherfuckers!
You don't even have to poke. You don't have to poke your head
Sounds
in.
just like Jenny.
All you have to do is just get to the pile of stuff that you were starting to pile up, and just kind of lean forward a little. You don't even have to get your head in the door. Just go bah. So go ahead, spit, do the damage.
So then it's a DC 11 for half damage.
What kind of save?
Could do reflex.
Is it reflex?
Dex. Reflex.
Yeah, I know. That's what I figured you meant. So is it a dex save then? Okay.
Yep, dex save. 11.
11. Okay.
And it's 2d6. I didn't think I was gonna have to use my d6s today. It's a d6 day. So
Okay.
that's 7 of the fiery damage, and if they made their save, then they take halvesies.
So that's 3. Okay.
And I guess she's not going to take the time to figure out how many saved, and then just kind of bounce out.
Right.
Hopefully along the topmost wall, kind of like out that way. So
Yeah,
just
sure.
kinda like pop in, breathe, and then pop back out to
Sure.
see if she can like just get her short bow ready.
Yeah, you can get your short bow ready. Just out of curiosity, what was the breath weapon? What was it?
Fire. Sorry, fire.
Oh, fire. Yeah.
Breathedy weapon.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, all of them got hit. Half of them weren't too quick.
Okay.
So yeah, they took burns and they kind of howl a little bit, and that was shocking and surprising to them. So
see
they
that
weren't ready
coming.
for. You could tell they weren't ready for that. Poppy.
Yes. Which one's got the most damage from what?
So like they're kind of
What
in
Alec
ranks of
just
2. It's like 2, 2, and 2.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Clearly, one of the front people took it full on the face. The other one kind of ducked,
Uh-huh.
and that kind of thing. So like, if you're talking about like who took it, like those are the first 2 that might come to your attention. So like the guy on the left, he managed to like kind of duck a little bit and not get and only get singed, but the guy to his left just took it full on.
I think
I mean, thinking of killing, you might want to go after the guy that's like healthier or less healthy is the way to think about this.
no, I know. Except I also have javelins.
Oh yeah, you could totally
Mhm.
throw. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have like 5 of them,
Oh yeah.
which means that
Amal.
somebody will be left out. But I mean,
But you only throw one at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn
One
right.
attack. If you had 5 attacks at level 1, nothing would.
Yeah,
nothing
that'd be
would-
ridiculous.
aw, no, but fun. All right, here we go. So how about if I'm going to aim at? I'm just going to start mowing them down from the front,
Mhm.
if I can.
That's what I figured. Yep, that's what I figured. Yep.
Okay, so
Do you want? Are you gonna go after the guy who's more fired or less fired?
less fired.
Less fired it is.
8.
Oh,
Alright.
that was your attack?
Yeah,
8's not good enough. Your
Hmm.
javelin just goes over everybody's head.
great. That's
Okay.
great.
Bad guys. They were definitely not expecting flame face, so they're still gonna get their shots off, but they're not gonna be great. So I think it's likely that you guys won't get hurt too badly here. The way I'm understanding the situation is that Alaric is actually not really in line of sight, having come all the way over here. But pretty much everybody else in the party probably is. And so I'm sure we'll say the first 2 are certainly going to shoot at Poppy because Poppy just tried to throw something at them. So we'll try that.
Crap.
You've got a shield, right?
I have a shield.
Does a 15 hit you, Poppy?
No, it does not.
Okay, then. Okay, so
18.
they miss. We will say the next 2 are going to try and go after you, Jorgen, because you look scary.
Fair.
Oh, no.
I
that's
look
a miss.
scary.
Well, I mean, also, right? Does a 17 hit you, Jorgen?
Yes, it does.
Nope, they miss. And we'll just say Jesker is also there going, what the? Because the reason you might be particularly visible, Jesker, I'll let you know in a minute when we get to your turn in this initiative order.
Mhm.
We're going to try and hit you. Nope.
The glowing snake poison.
Oh.
Yes. No,
Oh,
you snake
crap.
nose.
I threw my D20 away.
Oh,
So that's a miss.
And there's
Automatic
there's
miss.
a cat.
Fumble.
Okay, well, they missed. Okay, they all missed. They were too shocked by being flame-faced.
Haha.
So that didn't work out so well for them. Jorgen, you're up.
mine, the one that hit me, missed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the one that hit you missed. It's called
Okay.
disadvantage.
Hey, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any way for me to kind of like snake a shot in around Poppy?
You guys can coordinate this. This is fine. You're not a well-oiled machine yet, but you guys are all talented enough to figure
I'm
this
gonna
out.
duck.
Yeah. Jorgen,
I'm
what do
gonna
you have?
duck to the floor.
What do you have for the shooting?
I'm just gonna huck see if I can attack with my hand axes.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I
sure.
was
Throw an
throwing
axe.
Stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just
So
gonna
the
try
first two in front, do you want to go after Mr. Flame or Mr. Less Flame?
I'm gonna go for Mr. Flame, and I'm
Got
just
it.
gonna try and hit him twice with my hand axes.
All right, well, throw an axe and see what happens first before you
Wh-
decide you're going
Do
to
I
throw
have to
twice.
Do I have to throw an axe, or can
Oh.
I? Is he within 5 feet?
Oh, no, you are not within 5 feet. If you want to get within 5 feet, you got to climb over all this crap and get into their face. Is that what you want to do?
I guess my glaive would be close by, so I'd have to go get that. Would I be able to use my movement to get my glaive and then come back?
Why wouldn't you have your glaive?
Because I was moving stuff, and then they opened the door.
Oh, you can have your
We've got
glaive.
close.
You
So
can
then
have your glaive.
within 10 feet, then my glaive would have 10-foot reach on
Yeah,
me.
you've got to reach. You can reach over this and get the front two. You can poke them.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can go for one. That's a natural one, so that's
Oh, a
gonna
natural one.
yeah, it's gonna be
That's
a
interesting.
7.
So, Garrett, the natural one, you forfeit your second attack.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do with it anyways.
Yeah, I appreciate that you're trying to be very realistic with this, but you know what? You're D&D characters. You got your damn weapon on your back or something. Don't worry about it.
Well, I did that for this reason too. I have multiple weapons to kill things.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jesker, the reason you were in sight is because, wait a minute, the clothing those guys are wearing, I mean, it's not like they're in uniform, but they certainly look like that guy that was eaten by the snake would have fit in with these guys.
Ah.
That's
he's
what
one
you
of them.
notice.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. I've got my light crossbow, so one was able to shoot at me, so I will shoot
Absolutely.
it. I'm
Do
going to
you
shoot at Bernie in the front
Bernie.
row there.
Okay, Mr. Bernie, go for it.
11 plus the 12. And I have proficiency with that weapon, right? So 14.
14.
Is
You
my
hit. We
total.
finally have somebody hitting somebody.
Hey.
All right.
Yay.
All right, roll some damage.
So, and D8, and you don't add anything to damage on that, right?
Your
Not
dex-
necessarily.
I thought it was your dex on those. No.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you add dex to it, but
Oh,
like, it
Dex, okay, that
depends.
makes it a rocking 3.
Oh, 3. Okay, so he got flamed in the face, and he took a bolt to the shoulder. He's hurting bad, but he's not down yet. Frunkwind.
Oh, Frunkwind is going to Ray of Frost again.
All right, this time, don't put it up your nose.
I will try. Oh, for God's sake. That is 13. Does a 13 hit?
It will. Do you want the guy that Jesker just shot, or do you want the other guy who's only slightly hurt?
I will take the one that Jesker just shot
Roll the damage.
for 8 points of freezing damage.
Oh yeah, you
Wait,
freeze
that's
his
just,
face.
that's just healed his burns. Damn it.
He goes down. He goes down,
All right.
and you can see some fear in their eyes. Alaric.
That's right.
So Alex is gonna see if they can get a shot on one of them with a short bow at range.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is anybody within 5 feet of our characters?
No, nobody.
Okay. I rolled an 11. That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, hit.
Okay.
I'm presuming you're going to go after the guy in front still. Like, there's still this kind of front rank. It's
Yep.
now been half depleted, but go ahead and go after that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 6. 6 of the hit points of
6.
damage.
Very
Yep.
nice. Oh, he's really hurting badly, too.
Okay.
Poppy.
Yes.
You gonna try that
Well, I
javelin
still
again?
have some javelins. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you got 4 left. Take a shot.
Here we go. Oh my God, dude! You told me these dice were not cold, and you know what? They really are.
Warm 'em up.
6.
A 6?
That's
Wait.
what it says.
I think, what's your bonus to hit?
4.
Oh. Yeah, okay. That's bad.
Yeah,
okay,
I know it's bad.
You're overconfident, sadly, with these javelins.
All right.
It'll be your undoing.
Okay.
All right.
Get the bat out. Get the bat out.
The point goes in front.
Throwing him at the ceiling.
Oh,
Sideways, yeah.
Poppy thanks you for the advice.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bad guys. You can hear one of the guys in the back going, "Get it together, get them!" So they aim again with their little crossbows. 2 are gonna go after you, Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
15. I think we already determined that doesn't hit. Is that right?
Yeah, it does not hit.
Okay. That means that's 2 misses there, and 2 are gonna go after Jorgen.
16.
Ooh, yeah, that's okay. That's a hit. You get one seriously good crossbow shot.
Okay.
This one like came just like going straight for your neck. 8 points.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was right for the neck.
Yeah, it was a really good shot. And 1 remains for you, Jesker.
Ooh.
11, 11, I assume misses, right?
That will not hit. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I just doink it off my shield.
Jorgen.
I'm gonna get pissed off and pull the bolt out of my neck and take a bonus action to do my second wind
Mm-hmm.
to get 7 hit points back,
7
and
hit points back. Okay.
Wow.
going to just see if I can hit anybody.
With what again?
My glaive.
Oh, your glaive, right? You're gonna poke him in the face. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do the last guy that's in the front rank. They're trying to fill in, but I'll still call this front rank guy because we haven't gotten to them yet.
Sure.
So yeah,
that'll
go ahead.
16, 1-6.
Oh, I think you're gonna kill him. Let's hear the damage.
That's gonna be 8 to the hit points.
Oh, narrate the kill.
All right. So I'm just gonna go right for his face, and with the whole blade of the glaive, stove it between his eyes, and just kind of pull it out, and then he's gonna slop to the ground.
Yeah, that's what happens enough. Sure thing. Oh yeah, that's impressive. These people are not looking very confident, but you can hear that one guy in the back who's probably some kind of leader, just like really exhorting them on. Jesker.
So I can reload and shoot my crossbow again in this round?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Or use a
Yeah,
ranged
because I think
cantrip.
clambering over the rubble with my warhammer doesn't sound like my best bet right now.
Well, think how exciting that would be, though.
Yeah. Then I'm blocking the shots for everybody else too. Nope, I'm just gonna crossbow it. So there's one still in the front rank?
No, they're down. So they're trying to
down.
rush
Okay.
up. They're trying to rush up and get close again. It's like they're moving up. So there's a new front rank essentially.
Okay, so I'm shooting one of them for.
Yeah. So and kind of like before, there's a guy that's super burned and a guy who's less burned.
Okay, I'll go for the more wounded one with a 16.
Okay. Hits.
D8 plus 1 for 5 this time.
Okay.
Ooh. Nearly takes him out.
Aha.
Yeah, boy, he's bad. Frunkwind.
Okay, can I see do I have a line of sight to this guy who's shouting instructions?
Sure, why not?
I do. Okay, well, I'm going to firebolt him.
Ooh, all right, go for it.
That's going to be a 19, 120
you got
feet
him.
range. And that is going to be...
Right in the face.
That's going to be right in the face.
It turns out the leader guy is also burned badly.
Good, because he's about to be burned more. I can't find my D10 die. Oh, 10! 10
Oh, gosh.
points of burning damage.
Oh,
You
gosh.
take him out. He goes down. Narrate
Those
the
are gone.
firebolt kill.
Oh, I just, pin him in a ball of fire to the back wall of this chamber here.
Yeah, you got it. Alaric.
All right, if Alaric can see somebody to shoot, then they're gonna.
Yeah,
shoot.
there's a nearly dead guy who kind of made up a new front rank who just got shot as well.
No,
So do you want to try and
9.
take him out?
9.
9 up. You try and get him, but you're too excited. Miss.
Just gonna keep moving around the exterior.
Poppy.
Yes.
You have a
Well,
nearly
let's
dead.
see.
You want to kill the nearly dead guy if you can?
Yeah,
You want to throw another javelin, or are you going to run in?
I think I'm gonna run in because I'm tired of this.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
It's a little. Would you make an athletics check to see how well you get around this rubble quickly while wielding your weapon and looking menacing?
Yes. It would be a 21.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah. Oh man. Tell us how amazing you look as you go over there and get into someone's face.
For one thing, I don't look like most of the people around me. Terribly intimidating at the same time that I'm outrageously beautiful. My hair is streaming behind me. I have the biggest gur face you've ever seen. And I go leaping over the detritus that we have piled in front of the door. God, I have an intimidation thing too. Anyway.
Yeah, you want to use it? Do you want to try doing that? I'll allow it. I'll allow an intimidation check in this moment because you got that 21, and you look like
Okay.
you look. You want to try
Sure.
it? I'm all
Sure.
for that. Give it a shot.
Okay. 15.
Okay. I'm betting they're going to be intimidated. Actually, their nerves kind of hold, but not really. Like, they're not going to run or cower, but they look like they want to. So,
Okay.
pretty effective.
And I'm sorry, all 4 of them are left, right?
3 are left.
3 now.
Oh, that's right. We got rid of the leader as well.
And one of them is nearly dead. Probably the one right in front of you if you want to try and kill him.
Well, I mean, I might as well because,
Yeah.
and I'm going to use a trident because
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
standing
Oh.
right in front of him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Please don't let the dice fly all over
What did I
the
do?
room.
Oh. 16.
Oh, yeah, you got him.
Okay.
Damage.
Oh,
Pretty
yep,
sure he's
hang
dead.
on. 5.
That's enough. You got him.
All right, cool.
Narrate the kill.
I look him in his sad little eyes, and I take my trident, and I jam it right through those eyes, through the back of his head. The top of his head comes off. I mean, what else can I say?
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay. Well, that
Probably
has an
splattered
effect.
brain somewhere, but whatever.
It's
Gonna
the
have
bad
to have a
guy's
content
initiative
advisory
turn.
on this one.
Yeah. Bad guy's initiative turn. Dead leader, this terribly intimidating paladin, just smashing the crap out of another guy. There's 2 left. They are going to hightail it out. And the way they're going to hightail it out is they're going to go over here. Now, as it turns out, they have cleared, there's like rubble that's been piled up over here. They've cleared rubble out, and they have kind of a makeshift escape that goes out through the wall.
Right.
And they run that way. Now, they're kind of heedless right now, which means, Poppy, you're right there, and you have a weapon with reach. You can try and attack one of them as they go by you.
Are you talking about the trident again?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, make an attack with your trident.
Yes, sir. Oh, boy. 10.
10, you don't manage to hurt them, but
Nah, I didn't
So
think so.
they're making their way through, and they're scrabbling as quickly as they can to get through, and they're probably gonna get away, it looks like, unless you specifically or the rest of you try and make chase. And it's now Jorgen's turn. So Jorgen, you're out here, and you've seen these 2 run helter-skelter. You saw Poppy try and take another one out, didn't manage to do it, but you can hear her being frustrated at missing, and also she's like saying, they're escaping, I'm sure, or something like that.
Fuck!
I'm going to try and use my 30 feet of movement to see how close I can get.
Okay, athletics check, please, to get over all the stuff on this door here.
Rolled a 5. It's going to put me at an 11.
Okay, that's not good enough. So you could get into the room just in. That's as far as you can get.
Okay,
So
and
you
nobody's
can-
within
you-
10 feet of me.
No, you can see them already here, making their way through. Nice try. Jesker.
Yeah, I have nothing to help. I'll just say, do we want to chase after them so they don't warn if they're working with someone else? Or do we want to let them flee?
To me, it seems like they were hiding in here. Like, maybe because of the lizard?
Who knows?
Oh,
Or the snake, sorry.
Maybe there is.
And,
No, dang.
and so maybe, it's possible.
Yeah.
I think they're far enough gone.
And I'm not going to be the one to
here.
catch them, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
No.
So we're going to be out of. We'll call this a combat over and a combat decisively won. So well done. This chamber is definitely different from the rest. And I think you can even tell from the map. Like, instead of like flagstones, these are like really nice black stones. I say nice. They're still scratched up, right? It's clearly like everything else in the moat house. There's been damage to like the whole physical structure. That includes this floor, but this floor has less of that damage than maybe the rest of it. You notice now that the door has definitely been repaired from this side in particular, and there's a bar to keep it in place to keep it from opening unless they want it open. You are now aware of what would have been a hidden escape passage over here, and you suspect that it could also be like the if you go and look, you could see like they could probably do the same and hide the actual exit from the wall and just make it look like it's just destroyed rubble like so much else around here. So you wouldn't necessarily think anything of it. So kind of a secret in and out over in that southeast corner. There are black colored wall hangings that are burnt and tattered. There's some jumbled. It looks like they were trying to set up to like ambush you from this side, clearly, hoping to get you by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of worked, but you were just too good for them. There are 6 bed rolls. Remains of fires can be noted in a fireplace that's up here in the corner. There you have it.
Does it look like we could shut this door behind us and be relatively safe in here?
Relatively safe, meaning like, this would obviously, you'd have to cover this all up again.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I want to look at their clothing closely and then their pockets to see if there's any sign of identification or like I'll say Jesker's worried, even though the people in the town were putting it off, of like, hey, is the Temple of Elemental Evil somehow reviving? So I'm looking for any kind of like markers of that or other affiliation.
Fair enough. Okay, you go through the bodies. They're all carrying some reasonable cash. All told, you get about 20 silver off their bodies. The leader had 10 platinum.
Whoa.
Boy.
Is somebody keeping record of money, or should we be
yes,
giving it as we
yes,
go? You got
yes,
it. Cool. Thanks.
yes.
The leader had 10 platinum and 8 gold, and was also wearing a gold chain worth dozens of gold pieces, if not more than that. Even like it's pretty valuable.
Just a chain.
A gold chain.
Like, yeah, in other words, nothing.
Nothing.
but
No
the chain.
pendant or anything else on it. Yeah.
Thank you.
But they had crossbows and bolts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Light crossbows? Okay.
Yep. And they also have scimitars.
Ooh.
Scimitars.
Now, none of this stuff. Their gear is relatively beaten. Like it's still useful, but you could tell that it's been a little worn. Like that it has been in use. So none of their they got like leather armor on.
Typical level 1 bandit gear.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to think about it. These are typical level 1 bandits. Like they're just not that amazing. But you can see they've been taking care of this room and trying to set it up as some kind of base.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's not bad.
Jessica, you do not see, for example, like the fiery eye motif. You don't see any particular iconography on any of them.
So these could just be what they appear, bandits.
I say we take this room and use it as a base.
Nice.
Perfect.
Not bad.
I think we should stop here, unless you wanted to do anything else in particular with this room that you're already in.
No, I vote we all head back into this room, barricade the door, put the bar.
Should we get the corpses out?
Yeah, get rid of those. Keep an eye on this here corner for the secret entrance.
Maybe we should put the
And-
corpses in there.
And
We
we
use
bed
corpses
down.
as bait for the lizard.
And we bed down for the night.
Yeah.
Do we want to just pick up here next time?
I think
Yes,
so.
Yeah.
I think so.
We don't necessarily have to bed down.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume, since you're going to spend some time in this room, it sounds like, I'll just
Mhm.
reveal to you that you find other things. For
Ooh.
example, there was a chest buried into this passageway. So, like, buried
Ah.
under that rubble. You
Oh.
find a chest. In the chest are thousands of copper pieces.
Wow.
I don't know
many?
how much time. I don't know how much
Okay.
time do you want to spend counting?
No, it's fine. Okay.
So many hundreds. There are 2 bolts of very fine cloth. There's a crystal flagon and 4 goblets.
Yikes.
There's an inlaid wooden box with ivory handles and decorations. This is very nice. And there are also 4 arrows. Fancy arrows, one might say.
What do they look
Mhm.
like?
Has it been 10 minutes since I cast my detect magic? I'm guessing
It's been 10 minutes, but you have time to do it again. Are you going to do it
Okay.
again?
I will ritual that up. Yeah.
Why, yes, these are magical arrows.
Oh, well, I've got a longbow, so I'd like to take 2 of them.
Well, do we want to take the time to identify them?
Yeah.
I
can
also have
try-
identify as a ritual.
You got 10 more minutes.
Okay.
I will
I mean,
allow
if we
you
don't
10 more
mind,
minutes.
lock it up in here. Yeah. I will fire up identify.
They are +1 arrows.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
I'll just take 2 of them.
Okay.
Can anybody else has a bow?
Yeah.
Alaric,
Nope.
I believe, has a bow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alec's got a short bow. So
I just
Yeah,
have a
Yeah,
crossbow.
so take
so-
take 2 plus
Okay.
1 arrows. Okay,
You want to keep good track of those.
very nice.
Well done, team.
Yay.
You done
Yeah,
good
well-
tonight.
And yet we did not get to the lizard again. So all right, we will
Good.
get to it next time for
All
sure.
right, and hopefully next time we can have both Jenny and Kathy on the same night at once.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be
That would-
nice.
Imagine that. That would be nice, wouldn't it?